Welcome to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful Pisces doing today? How are you guys? Isn't it a gorgeous day? Oh my gosh. I just have to say, when your divine comes into your life and he's there talking to you, walking with you, and showing you the way, you better get on those knees and give praise and give thanks. That's what I say. You give thanks, because when you align yourself with yourself and you recognize who you are and what you need and what you want in life and focus on it and manifest on it, envision it, it becomes tangible. And then when you open your eyes, it's there. But it's the in between, the process, that drives people crazy. Ugh. Well, before we get started on our journey, Pisces, let us practice our routine breathing. I feel so good. Pisces, today is a beautiful day. Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale. Visitors, you are more than welcome. We got to keep our area clean and be able to clear the space. Inhale, exhale. Ooh, one more. Inhale, exhale, and shake it off. Tell the truth. Didn't that feel good? Oh my gosh, I felt that one. Sometimes you practice your breathing, okay, you feel a little bit better. But I mean, that one, Pisces, you've had some tension going on in that neck. Shake that off. Shake it off. Let me tell you something. I say this time frame right now, a lot of people are going through transformation. It's crazy when you think about it. You're going through so much transformation. You're growing and you're learning and you're testing things out and you're changing your life. Pisces, so much change is taking place in your life right now. Spirits, talk to us on behalf of our wonderful Pisces. Help them to release any tensions, any doubt. Help them to see the signs to let them know they're going in the right direction. Oh, yes. Free up. Focus on what you want. Close your eyes and see yourself arriving at your destination. Now you just got to figure out the necessary steps to getting there. But you already know you're going to be arriving there. It's just, what is the route you're taking? Ooh, come on now. Come on, Pisces. Speak your truth. Ask your questions. Release the tension. Focus on what you need. Focus on what you want. Because you know those are two categories. Speak to us on behalf of our wonderful Pisces. Here we go. That's how you were thinking? You got the Five of Pentacles. That's how you were thinking? You were thinking about lacking? You got the Six of Cups. So you got the Five of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Six of Cups. You have the Two of Swords. You have the Death card. And you have the Fool. Pisces, you and your emotions truly fluctuate, at least at this period and phase in your life, because you started out just thinking, when am I going to be able to get what I need? I don't have this, I don't have that. And you know why that's such a big issue? Because it's like spitting in the face of your source. Because you may not have everything that you want, but I'm sure you got everything that you need. And if you don't feel that way and you feel you're lacking a few things, do you have a home? Do you have a roof over your head where you may be staying with someone? Do you get to eat food every day or not at all? Has anybody been there for you? Friend, family, foe? Are you able to open your eyes and breathe every day? It could be both, it could be all. There's something in your life that you have that you can be thankful for. Pisces, there's something in your life that you are thankful for. You have to stop with the lacking mentality where you don't have this, you don't have that. You have so much to be thankful for, and you need to sort through your issues and the items and focus on what it is that you're thankful for. What are you thankful for? Think about what you have. You may not have everything that you want, but you have what you need, right? And even if you're lacking a few things, you still have so much to be thankful for. Do you have a job to go to? You're working towards your gifts, your rewards in life. But if you're always thinking about what you don't have instead of what you do have, you'll always have that void in your life where you never will have what you want. You'll never have what you need. Even though you have it, you're just not giving thanks for it. That's not cool. You can't do that. Manifestation and positive thinking will open doors for you that will close. It'll give you the key to the lock. It'll help you see through things. But you have to clear your energy and clear your space, not just when you come in this realm, but when you leave it. You cannot focus on what you don't have, what you need, what you didn't get. Focus and give thanks for what you have. To get up each day and try again is a blessing in itself. How you think will determine how you proceed forward. If you're always lacking, and that's the mentality that you have, there'll never be anything that's good enough. You'll always feel less than. When you have things in life, whether it's family, somebody close that you could count on, you're able to open your eyes each day and speak and walk, talk out loud, scream, yell, kick, jump. Not everybody falls in line with that. Everybody has gifts and things that they should be thankful for. Just thankful for, because nothing lasts forever. So change your perspective, change your mindset, be on the come up, because that is what keeps you thriving. So you got to keep that forward movement going, because the way you're starting this off is like you're already ready to throw your hands up. This is not a dance move. You're not going to throw life up like that. You're going to stay focused and move forward. Change the way you're thinking, okay? Let's look at all the gifts you have. And now, you get into your mood. You're in your mode. You want to be the hermit. You want to think things through. You just want to get away from people and everything right now, just so you can refocus. Change the way you're thinking. When you could dig when you could dig deep down inside. Wasn't that a tongue twister? You could dig deep down inside. Oh, wow. You are all in your feelings right now because certain things didn't pan out for you. Okay, we understand. But does that mean you're going to stay down? No. Change your way of thinking. No matter what, you keep moving forward. You eat every day. Okay? Figure things out. What's another route to take to get to where you need to get, since you embraced, I should say, too many of the challenges. You've had to face so many of them. They're distracting you from your path. And you want to try an alternative route, which is fair. But in order to take that route, you still got to pep yourself up and be in good spirits and know how you're going to restructure everything. And that's what's happening. You're refocusing. You're taking a time out to say, okay, Doesn't seem that this path is working for me. Maybe I didn't pick up on the clues that were thrown at me initially. So I'm going to restructure and take an alternative route to still end up at the same destination. It's about growth, and there's some clues that have been thrown out to you. So you're going to take heed to that, and you're going to move forward with it. When you have, you got your Six of Cups, Two of Swords, Death, the Fool. When you're looking at it and you're a giver, you like looking out for people. You like helping people through. You're someone that has overcome so much in your life, and when you see people down and out or hurting or in need of something and you have extra, you make it your business when you get paid to always give, whether it's to a homeless shelter charity, through Cancer Society, anything. But you put your best foot forward and you look out for other people. You like to know that you give to help others without looking for a pat on the back or a celebration or doing it to see who's looking or for the camera. That's not what you're about. You're about earnestly and honestly giving from your heart. You believe in reaching back and helping to pull someone else up. That's your motto. That's how you actually practice your life. You do whatever you can to help other people. As long as you have, they have. And that's a beautiful heart to have. You've been so indecisive about so many things, and not knowing which direction to go has a lot to do with, it could be with relationship, employment. It's just been a lot on your plate, and you're trying to figure everything out. You're trying your best. And you're tired of holding on to past issues and past things because you recognize the fact that that tends to hold you backwards. And if you're looking for new beginnings and starting and building a solid foundation in the family, you have to recognize what you already have and utilize it accordingly. That's a big deal. You're going through change. You're trying to make serious decisions. You're taking time out for yourself to think things through. You're giving to other people from your heart. And you started with the mindset of, I don't have enough. What do I have? Okay? You have you. And when you listen to your intuition and start digging deep down inside, you start to recognize what your purpose is all about. This is a thrilling time, I should say, because you're investigating you so you could get to know who you really are. And you know the answers to your questions are part of you, and you're working to pull it out of you, but you're going through the process because this is growth. Nobody says you got to come out the ballpark winning. You take what you've already learned through the process, you apply it as you're moving forward, you pick up more experience, more nuggets, and you keep applying and moving forward, applying and moving forward. And you drown out the noise on the sidelines meant to distract you. That's a big deal. This is part of life. You are transforming. This is the earlier part of the year. This is when a lot of this change starts taking place. You have your different moons, different settings, the experience in itself, and taking from your different compartments and trying to apply the lessons that you learned along the way to see which one fits in that puzzle. You're going through significant change in your life, and it's part of the growth process. Some people pick up on the messages and some people don't. But when you are moving forward and you're feeling the joy in your heart and making decisions that will change your life forever, it's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. It's part of a growth process because nobody knows what answer it is on the other side. But you know what? It's inspiring you. It's pushing that intentional action on you and making you move, immediate moving. That's why you're looking at everything, because you don't always like to move at such a fast pace. Pisces, you like to take your time to think it out, you know, look at it from this angle, look at it from that angle. But here the pressure's on because they're telling you that you're great. you starting to recognize your attributes, and yet the fear factor still slips in. You know you want to make the move, but you want to be sure. But you know there's no guarantee, but you want to be sure. And then when you start seriously looking at what you've already achieved in your life, you're further along than you've even given yourself credit for. And that's the truth. Who are, think about it. Who are our biggest critics? Ourselves. We criticize ourselves for everything. There's always something you don't feel you're good enough at. And it doesn't happen in your life until you make the move. And then you're able to weigh your pros and cons and say, yes, yes, yes. You don't have to do it all at one time. You could take baby steps, but figure it out. Know what your purpose is. Think long and hard about what you love doing, because you are inspired right now to make some serious changes in your life. Change is evident. And now you're thinking, okay, let me bury some of the past and stop dragging that all over the place with me. That's part of your tension. You're carrying too much baggage, Pisces. And when you start getting in tune with yourself and start looking at the negative aspects, everybody makes mistakes. People will forgive you before you forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and figure out, I'm not going to do it this way anymore. I'm going to do it that way. If you stay down in the dumps every time a mishap happens, what are you doing? You know how much time you're wasting by dwelling on something longer than it needs to be? I'm not saying there's not hurdles to jump over that might block you a little bit or cause you to breathe a little bit more harder or making your heart palpitate, that stress you out and make you feel that tension and that pain all over your body. There's loss. There's so many things that transpire while you're on your journey. But you know what? You have to keep going. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to keep going through those roadblocks and those challenges and those hurdles and those people that's trying to cause friction in your life. Be aware, pay attention, pay attention. We are not our circumstances if we continue to strive to do better and be better. That's what you have to do, and pick up lessons along the way. So therefore you could experience the full energy in the sense that you're adventurous, you're exploring, you're looking for your better self. The sun is shining. You know what? You're stopping to smell the roses. You're stopping to smell the coffee. You know that coffee, one of my favorite coffees is Folgers because of how it smells. I love that scent. I always laugh at the commercial. How you could get the whole family up with Folgers. You know, I tried it with my family. A couple of people got it because they figured the whole breakfast, everything was coming with it. But the majority of them stayed in bed. So it just depends, but I love the commercial. You got to keep that positive energy up. Imagine if you're walking and somebody's hitting a bat on your back. Let's say a plastic bat, not those hard metal bats. And they're saying, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And you just keep going. And you figure out through the process, because remember, you were indecisive. You were torn. You didn't know what to do. What decision do I make? Then the first thing you say when you come out is, you know what? I'm out for new beginnings. I'm burying the past. I'm not holding on to that anymore because it's weighing me down. And look from one extreme to the next. One where it's hardcore and you made up your mind you're going to forge forward. And the other one is, I'm so happy for my decision because I feel carefree. I feel just the freedom of knowing that I'm making a decision for myself and that I made a decision and my life is better for it. Sometimes that little push is needed to let you know that you can't stay stuck forever. You can't stay on a job that you hate for the long haul. Unless you have plans that when you're finished with this, you're going to do this or that. But if you just plan your life out and this is it and you're not happy, you have one life to live. You need to live it with enjoyment rather than sadness. Things happen in our life, and we have to find the strength as we dig deep down to unveil it and to give us the belief that as long as we keep the faith, we can make it through. We can get through. Determination is a big deal. Perseverance is a big deal. I'm not saying you don't ever take time out. I'm saying that this is not your vacation time I'm talking about. I'm talking about your work hours and what it is you're seeking, and keep driving in that direction. If you come to a detour roadblock, take another route. Don't stay there upset because you keep banging into the wall. If you keep banging into the wall on that route and you keep doing it, what is that? Isn't that insanity? So change up a little bit. Take a back road, cut through the bridge. Just stay on point, stay on task, and keep forging. Sometimes, as long as you're not trying to cheat, when you have to take alternative routes, is to help you to get to the next level. It's part of life. I tell people laugh, but life is really like a game. Think of all like a maze. And sometimes you could take the right path and you end up to a wall and you get frustrated. You want to scream. You've run into your walls. You have butt heads with those walls, Pisces. There are times when you just sat down on the ground and just cried to yourself because it's just not working. But then when you build yourself and refresh and you build yourself back up, you're able to start seeing things more clearly because you're changing, you're shifting the way you look at things. And you came down that road all the time, didn't even know that there was an alley back road that you could take. But because your vision was solely focused on this wall and how to get through the wall, you find an alternative route. But then as you start opening your eyes and becoming more aware and awake, you started seeing the path that was open. Was that there all the time, you ask yourself? Was it there all the time, or was it just created now? It was there all the time. You're just seeing it now. Okay? There's a difference. That's why you must always practice your breathing. Focus on what it is you're working to achieve. And when you gain clarity and understanding, you finagle ways to get through. You start strategically thinking things through and planning, because now you're gaining experience as you're traveling. Stay focused on you, what it is you're trying to achieve. Be intentional with your thoughts. Ask yourself questions. Find alternative routes, but make sure that your focus is clear and be willing to be flexible as needed to get through. Flexibility is a key too. Compromise. There's a lot coming on your plate, and your source wants to make sure that you can handle it. That's why you go through all these tests. So when it comes to the end and all this abundance comes your way, how are you going to handle your business? How are you going to delegate? How are you going to be looking for answers to your questions if you're overwhelmed and stressed out? So they test you all the time to see if you keep moving along or if you give up. And because you've come so far, obviously, you don't give up. Okay? So I know it's stressful at times. I know it's frustrating at times. But you know what? I also know what you're built of, what you're made of. You are a star. Just be willing to shine. Don't dim your light. Just stay focused. Even if you trip and fall, get back up. Fall down 7 times. Stand up 8. You can do it. But I'm telling you right now, you got to be prepared for storms. It's going to happen. But you have the tools needed to get through inside of you. Take care. Garnetqueentarot saying, be inspired to rise. Be your best self and look for the answers clearly, precisely, with a focus. Because you'll start seeing things you may have overlooked previously. Take care. Talk soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the channel. Till we meet again, Garnet Queen Tarot. Be inspired to rise. Take care, Pisces. Talk soon.